Fresh 102.7.
Very excited to have you here. They're excited that you're here. Although I do have a bone to pick with you.
Okay.
You nearly gave me a heart attack the first time I met you.
Why was that?
Because I went to go see you at Le Poisson Rouge.
Yeah, that was great.
And I said to you, please don't do your backflip.
Oh, yeah.
Because the stage, I don't know if you guys ever been, but the stage is very small. Yeah. And I said, you're going to hurt yourself. And you were even iffy on it.
I was iffy.
But then cut to the performance.
Yeah.
Totally feeling the music. Boom, backflip. I have a heart attack. But it went off without a hitch. But I want to know how that got started and if your people have a heart attack every time you do it.
My people. Yeah, it got started. I mean, you mean like the first time I ever did it, or the first time I did it on stage?
I guess the first time it became a thing.
First time it became a thing. I mean, I remember doing it like, what's this, 2016? Yeah, like 6 years ago, I started doing it on stage just to mess around. I think it came from like, yeah, nervous energy on stage, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I was just like, and just like tried it off the drum riser, and I was like, I kind of like that. So yeah, I just then I wanted to create moments. So now it's like I like to have a pause in the song and then feel it out. But yeah, that night we had it's a very small room, very small stage. The roof is very low, lower than this. So you know there was a thing maybe 4 feet off the ground that if I would have done it, I would have clipped my foot on a light and probably eaten. So that would have been very scary. But yeah, you know, then I kind of stood back and was like, yeah, I'll just try to do like a roundhouse backflip thing while holding the microphone. It worked out. I almost didn't make it.
I know. But it
almost went very wrong. But
it was impressive.
But that's the fun of it, yeah.
But also, I was super impressed because when I talked to you before the show, I don't think I've ever met an artist that was so excited to get out there and perform. And it wasn't like you were bouncing off the walls, but you kept saying like you couldn't wait for the fans to hear the music. You couldn't wait to play it for them. So like walk me through where you go before a show. And I feel like too when you're performing, you're in another place.
Yeah, I definitely am. I kind of disappear in my own mind. Like before, especially a show like Le Poisson Rouge, where that was an instance where we hadn't played a lot of the new songs for any fans. So that's even more nerve-wracking, where you just kind of like, I hope this goes well. You know, I don't know if people are gonna A, know it, and then B, if it's gonna go off well in terms of exciting the crowd or whatever. You just never know. So it could be just a moment for us on stage. But no, it went off really well, and I just like to perform, and that's always like a nervous energy that I try to perpetuate the whole time. Before the show. We just sit there and I just like get really nervous and I shake, and yeah, it's really fun. Well, it sounds crazier than it actually is. It's not that crazy.
Well, you hit it very well. You kept it sort of inside. But you do a killer version of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, so good. But I want to know, Sacha Baron Cohen dropped out of that movie.
I know. Did you hear the reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed about that too. But I gotta respect his reasons, because he helped like write the thing for like 6 years.
Yeah.
But he's phenomenal too, Sacha Baron Cohen.
No, but I was gonna say, anybody throw your name in the ring? Yeah,
no,
would you do it?
I don't have the teeth. I can't play Freddie Mercury.
You can fake teeth.
Yeah. Okay, darling. Yeah, I can't do it. No.
Really? I thought you'd be perfect, Freddie Mercury.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Death of a Bachelor.
Cool.
What I really want to know is how much of it was written and recorded naked?
I'd say like half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like to wear clothes that much.
No, not when I'm home. And I just built a I just built a studio in my house, or separate from my house, but there was like this garage I wanted to convert, and so I built this studio. Finally, it's taken me over a decade to get to where I wanted it, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I would go there every day. I'd be in there, you know. My wife would text me and just be like, "I've got a sandwich for you if you're hungry." I'd be like, "Go away." No, but I was in there a lot, and in between there, you know, I was hanging out, throwing parties, swimming in the pool, and so I was, you know, half naked half the time anyways. But, you know, you get in a comfort zone, and sometimes I was naked. I don't know.
Yeah, you perform sometimes in your underwear.
I performed in underwear sometimes, yeah.
Does your wife
it gets hot.
Does your wife ever say, keep your clothes on?
No.
No?
It's okay.
I
hope
question,
not. I
right?
don't, yeah. We're married. You should definitely keep your clothes on.
I mean, in the public.
No, she's actually really cool about it. I mean, she knew what she was marrying.
No, all right.
She knew what she was getting into when she let me get into her.
And I think you'll take this as a compliment, but Emperor's New Clothes, that video gives me nightmares.
Oh, good. Good. That was the point. I actually wanted to make like a scary video. That was fun.
For anyone who hasn't seen it, what are you in that video?
So the idea was, all I said to the director, Cloud Campos, who's phenomenal. Mostly he was an old b-boy dancer, choreographer guy. So everything he does, he shoots himself, and he's holding the camera, and he's like dancing with me. He's like, all right, go over here, yeah, yeah. He's like moving the camera and stuff. So the only thing I told him was I want to become some demonic creature, and I want it to kind of look like a Clive Barker set movie like Hellraiser or Nightbreed or something like that. And he was like, I'm so in, because he's a fan of that stuff too. So then he came up with a concept of, all right, this is going to connect with this is gospel, and you're going to die, and you're going to go to hell. Like, God rejects you, and it's awesome. I'm like, that's perfect. So, yeah, it worked out.
Did you run around and, like, scare people when you were made up like that? 'Cause that's what I would do, like, go get lunch, you know?
That was the other thing, too, is, like, I couldn't really eat food, so I had to just, like, drink smoothies and stuff, because I had these teeth in that they wouldn't take. It was a whole thing. But, yeah, I was running around. It took, like, almost 5 hours to get made up in the morning. So I'd get there at like 6 a.m., get in the chair, and around like 11 a.m., I would get out of the chair and like be pretty much done. Wow. And then they would just I'd have to hike up my skirt, and they'd put more paint on me, and yeah, it was good.
Are you going to be that for Halloween? You should.
Oh, never again.
No?
It was a lot of work.
Yeah?
I mean, 5 hours for Halloween, I'm not that stoked on it, yeah.
Did you really lose a bet to a guy in a chiffon skirt?
Yeah, actually I did.
I want to hear that story. Tell us.
Well, we were at a bar, I'm pretty sure it was in LA actually, and we were at a bar, and yeah, there was just a dude like in drag, and we started talking, I started hanging out with him, and we had had a few beers, me and my friends and him and his friends, we'd had a few beers together just hanging out, and I don't even know how we got to this point, but I remember distinctly, because I wrote it down on my phone the morning, or the night of, and then I woke up, I was like, what the hell happened? Where he had bet me how many hot dogs I could fit in my mouth, that he could fit more, and I was like, you're on, buddy. So I went for it, and he won. So I was like, give me best out of 3 or whatever, just give me another chance. So he gave me another chance, and he said whoever could chug a beer faster. I was like, oh, I got this all day. Yeah, he crushed me. I wasn't even close.
Really?
Yeah, it was so sad.
So what did you have to do as the loser?
I had to wear high heels.
Oh.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad, though. I mean, I've worn high heels before.
Yeah, that's nothing for you.
Yeah. It was just a couple hours at a bar wearing high heels.
That's another Friday night for you.
I felt elegant as hell. It was amazing. I felt good. He was like, you can sit on the stool. You don't have to, like, stand up. I'm like, I'm standing, bro. So, yeah, it worked out. I mean, he was very nice.
Wow, nice.
It was a beautiful chiffon skirt, too.
Well, I had to know the story behind that. That was Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time. That's that song for anybody who doesn't know.
That's right.
And it's funny, when I was listening to your album, I didn't even know you were such a Frank Sinatra fan.
Oh, yeah.
But then there were some songs where I thought, you're totally crooning on these songs.
Yeah.
So besides vocally, how he inspired her, how else did he inspire you?
I mean, I grew up with Sinatra's music. It was played at holidays. I think the first time I heard him was one of his Christmas albums, and I was just like, I don't know, so enthralled with the sound, and I wanted to know everything about him. I just wanted to know who this guy was. Then I learned like his civil rights activism, his rambunctious asshole behavior, and I was like, I really like this guy. Like, I love how much of a character he is, and just the perpetual bachelor. I just thought that was like so fantastical, and there's something so appealing about that. For whatever reason, I'm really attracted to that, and yeah, and he's a beautiful man. So I don't know, just something about him. There's those people that you can't really explain that you just really admire and look up to, and he's one of them for me.
So you're in New York, Old Blue Eyes. Can you give us a little in New York, New York?
Out of New York, yeah, sure. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today, baby. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, fantastic. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know you got his face on your arm.
I do.
Any reason why you only tattoo your left arm?
I've never been asked that, actually. I have no idea. I'm a righty, so I don't know. I feel like I would have to use this, and like when you get tattooed, this one's pretty much out of commission.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I've rubbed out a couple tattoos. Not that way, you sons of bitches. Yeah, the elbow kind of rubs off, so I don't know. I actually have no idea why. I want to start over here. I should start over here. I'll get Zach's face on my arm next time.
Yeah. All right, these guys have some questions for you.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I'm going to say your name and just raise your hand so he knows. Stephanie from Staten Island. What music did you listen to growing up?
Hi, Stephanie.
Oh, you didn't have to stand up, but that's okay.
Oh, that's all right. No. Stand-up island. What music did I listen to growing up? Oh, man, all kinds of stuff. Frank Sinatra. I'm the youngest of 5 kids, so it was everything my siblings were listening to. I just stole their music. I remember stealing the Weezer Blue album on cassette from my sister, and we played it on what's called a boombox. You kids have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I used to steal stuff from my siblings, and it was bands like Bush, Pearl Jam, The Cure, The Smiths, a lot of hip hop too. It was like NWA, Dre, Snoop Dogg. Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul. I don't know, there was a lot of different stuff. It was kind of all over the board, but you know, I was one of those kids that actually loved what my parents were listening to, like Cream, Journey, CCR, Beach Boys, Beatles. My parents had pretty good taste. And then my mom sometimes would listen to like Phil Collins, John Cicada, who I still love. It's some good stuff.
I was just thinking about him the other day.
Isn't he the best?
I don't know about that.
I love him. I love him. There's no shame. People are like asking me, what's your guilty pleasure? It's just, I don't have any guilt. I love it all. It's so much fun. Celine Dion.
I know you were playing the outfield when you were sound checking.
Yeah. Josie's on a vacation far away. That's all good stuff. Yeah, I was just a fan of like catchy tune, you know, Peter Gabriel, all that stuff.
Erica, do you find inspirations from stuff that happens in your own life or what you see around you?
Erica from...
Oh, Erica from Goshen?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hi, Erica. What's up? What up?
Inspiration from your own life, or?
Yeah, I mean, I use a lot of what, you know, I've gone through personally for lyrics. Mostly just inside jokes with friends. They turn into lyrics or starts of songs. So, for instance, yeah, Good Time came from, I mean, obviously there's like the chiffon skirt dude that I met down in Hollywood. That was fun. And then, you know, there's things like, I'm not as think as you drunk I am. Pretty sure my friend told me that. Like just being a jerk, you know, just like, yeah, you've had too much to drink, just like doing that thing. So I mean, all of it comes from a personal place that I have to relate to. That's more how I relate to Sinatra as well. Pretty similar in that sense. I have to sing what's true to me. So everything that I've gone through. I think that everybody I've met, everyone I've come in contact with, every movie I've seen, has some influence on something I'm going to create in the future. Butterfly effect, right? Yeah.
Annie from Breezy Point.
Wow! What up, Annie?
What was the hardest instrument you learned how to play? P.S. I love you.
P.S. Love you too. Love you too. Hardest instrument. I had a really tough time with trumpet, mostly because I had gotten braces, and it made me so mad. Oh, it sucked. Made me say, you play trumpet or you have braces?
I have braces.
Oh yeah, it sucked. It's the worst, right? Do you ever put the wax on? Yeah, see, I didn't want to do that. I was a lazy kid, so I was just like, I don't want to do that. I just want to, you know, be able to pick up a trumpet and just play. And so I couldn't really do it once I got the braces. So that was frustrating. I'd say the hardest one I learned, though, was bagpipes. That was incredibly difficult. It's hard to fill the sheep stomach up. That's what it is. It's a sheep stomach, anyway. Yeah, because you have to fill it up, and then you have to keep it going, and then while you're playing, you have to fill it back up, and I couldn't wrap my head around it. It's like doing the, you know, the kind of thing. I was like, I don't get it! So I got really mad.
All right, Sam
Thanks
from
for that.
Long Island.
What up, Sam? How you doing?
Is it hard leaving your dogs while on tour?
Oh, man, it's the hardest. I hate it. What makes it harder is like I constantly get you know, photos from friends who are watching them, and they'll text me like, "Don't you miss your dogs?" I'm like, "Yeah, don't send me pictures now." It makes it harder, dude. Like I just, you know, I want to not have to think about it all the time. Yeah, it sucks because they're with me all the time. Like they'll just chill in the studio while I'm recording, and yeah, they're just with me all the time.
I'm just curious.
Stupid dogs.
Bogart like Humphrey Bogart, or Bogart like don't Bogart something?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's Humphrey Bogart. I mean, that's another classic dude who was friends with Sinatra that I'm just enamored with.
Okay. Catherine from Ridgewood.
What up? Hi. Oh, damn, dude. Yo, chill, bro.
I think it's sweet that
It is
she's
very
crying.
sweet. I think it's sweet she's here, yeah.
If you could be any character on any Broadway show, who would it be? I think you would make a wonderful Phantom.
Oh, that's very sweet.
That's a good one.
Music of the night. Oh, that'd be fun. I don't know, thanks. I probably something from my childhood, like West Side Story or Oklahoma or something. You know what one that doesn't get a lot of credit, but I still love the songs in it, is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. That's a good one. You guys know that one? That was a good one. Going courtin', going courtin'. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to, yeah, I don't know. Maybe be a jet. I'll just be actor number 13. And I'll be background. It doesn't matter to me. Just be a part of an old one.
All right, Melissa from New York and Taylor from Connecticut. I think this is a combo question. If you could bring one thing on a deserted island with you, what would it be? Where is Melissa from New York and Taylor from Connecticut? Oh, right there.
Hi. What up? That's always a tough one. I mean, is food provided and water?
Yeah, you can't bring a phone or a boat or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, wow. Beer, you know. I'd say my go-to answer is beer. It's like my comfort food, and it's real food. So
your go-to answer should be your wife, but just saying.
No, it's beer. It's beer. Burn. Got to keep her honest. You know what I mean? What? What's up?
Cheyenne. Cheyenne, am I saying that right?
Hi.
How does it feel to be victorious?
It feels so great. No, it does. I mean, it's like, you know, I do feel that way, especially when I get to talk with you guys. Like, the fact that you're here over something I did, you know, I can't really put it into words. It's just kind of the coolest thing. So thank you guys, because I love you guys. I really do. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your support. It just makes me the happiest dude in the world. So thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here.
Of course. Anytime. I love this.
Brendon Urie, everybody.
Hey. Awesome.